Hello, the purpose of this video is to show the difference between On1 dancing salsa, On2 salsa, and On2 mambo. So let's start first explaining dancing salsa on one. As you guys know, salsa has 4 beats. On those 4 beats, you take 3 steps, and there is one beat in which you don't do anything. That beat, I'm gonna call it the pause. Saying that, you can blend that beat with another step, like making that step to be 2 beats long, but we're gonna ignore that for the moment. We're gonna assume that on that particular beat, the pause, we're not gonna do anything. So let's start explaining salsa on one. Salsa on one, basically, we want to start with the feet offset just for this video. Most people start with feet together, but we want to start with feet offset. So the first step that you take in salsa on one, we're going to call it the break step, which is basically doing this. So that break step is the step that changes the direction of the dancing. So originally you were going forward, but that step stopped you, and you want to get ready to go in the other direction. So for instance, break step. The second step for salsa on one is the in place step. So this would be like this: break step, in place. So as you see, this step doesn't change the location of the body. The body remains relatively in the same location. So we already know 2 steps: the break step and the in place step. Now the third step is called the walk step, and we want to do it right now. So basically it would be this: break step, in place, walk. At this point, we're going to do the pause, which is beat 4 in salsa on one. So let's repeat this again: break step, in place, walk. Break step, in place, walk, and the pause. And then this repeats to the back too. So we want to do, in this case, break step, in place, walk. In place, break step, walk. So if you pay attention, you will notice that the pause is happening between the walk and the break step. So let's go back again: break step, in place, walk, pause. Break step, in place, walk. So again, the pause is happening between the walk step and the break step. And remember this because this is very important. So this is pretty much salsa on one again: break step, in place, walk, pause. Break, in place, break, in place, walk, pause. So now let's do salsa mambo, or some people want to call it mambo, which is basically the same sequence as salsa on one, but we're gonna just delay it by a beat. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna do pause, break step, in place, walk. Pause, break step, in place, walk. Pause, break step, in place, walk. So if you notice, it's the same sequence as salsa on one, but the sequence has been delayed by a beat. So you might say, well, so what's the difference between the two? Well, for the dancers will experience the music differently because all the steps are happening 1 beat away from each other. So that would be the main difference between salsa on one and mambo. Now let's talk now about salsa on 2 et Torres. So salsa on 2 et Torres. Now for this, again, we're gonna start with the feet offset, but now in the opposite direction. Notice that this opposite direction is equivalent to the second part of the sequence of on one, because when you're dancing on one, you do this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we're starting like if we were in this position here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, like if we were on a step 6 on one. But so this is the starting point here for this video: how to dance salsa on 2 et. So we want to take now the walk step first. Notice that this is a big difference between salsa on 2 and the other two sequences that we spoke, because on the other sequences you start with the break step, but on this one we're going to start with the walk step. So we're going to do walk, break, in place, walk, break, in place, walk, break, in place. So now if you see, now you will notice another difference. So when you start with walk, break, in place, now you will see that there is a difference with the other sequences because the pause has changed location. So again, so you say here, walk, break, in place, pause, walk, break, in place. So the pause now is in between the in place step and the walk step. So this is actually the main difference, because it tells you that On2 ET, not only they start the sequence with the walk step, but also the location of the pause has been moved. So I'm going to repeat on one, break, in place, walk, break, in place, walk. I'm going to mention the pause now so you can see. So break, in place, walk, pause, break, in place, walk. So that is pretty much Salsa on one. So Salsa Mambo, I'm going to say pause, break, in place, walk, pause, break, in place, walk. So now Salsa on 2, we want to start with the feet in this way just for this video again. So we want to say walk, break, in place, pause, walk, break, in place, pause. So I hope you guys can now see the difference between the three dances. Again, Salsa on 1 and Mambo are the same sequence with the pause in the same location, but the sequence has been delayed by a beat. And then Salsa on 2 ET is the same as Salsa. It's, well, not the same as the other two sequences, but simply the you start with the walk step and the pause has been changed in location. I hope this helps. Thank you very much.